Hi everyone. Can you all hear me? Hi Randy. Hello Esther. Hi Nick. You're far. Nice to have you with me today. Hi Kathy. Hello Monica. Hi Mary. Bonjour Hélène. Hi Cindy. Hello Carmen. Nice to have you all here today with me. Hi Carol. Hello Marcia. Carol, I thought of you this summer when the smog took over Ontario. We did have some smog up here too in Quebec. So, yeah, hope you were okay. So, today is going to be a meet and greet. We're going to talk about Tatting Muse channel and how needle tatting class will be done for the upcoming session. And for those who are new with me here today, my name is Katia and I'm a French Canadian. My English is, as you can hear, so hopefully you'll be able to follow me and have fun with me. So, well, I'll start with my summer basically. Some of you remember I was sewing a lot. I had to do a costume 70s, 80s for a fair this summer that went very well. Uh, my team and I were very surprised of the place. It was very different, and the people that we met uh, there kind of were impressed, intrigued, and wanted to know a lot about tatting. So the costume I made, this one is what I wore. You can see it. It's in my background. And under that there's a stays, a chemise or a shirt. Um, there's two petticoat and an overskirt. I have a tissue and the redingot that's here. I'm going to just stand up and turn it around so you can see the back because I have a two bum, one bum and a split bum under that, and we also add pocket with it. Those were marvelous, by the way. Just give me a few seconds. So that's the back. Uh, the weekend that we did the fair, it was very hot. Everybody was sweating all over the place. And basically, all of my costume was made out of cotton and linen, and I didn't sweat at all. So it was perfect for me. Okay. Now I need to add tatting on that. I'm not sure what type of tatting I'm going to do, but I was asked to add some tatting. So I'm going to put it back on the front side. So, if any of you has any ideas for borders, edging, insertion, or something like that, that would look lovely on this, it's going to be tatted in white. I'm open to suggestion. So, yeah, maybe one of you might have some ideas about what type of tatting I can add because it would look good on the, let me try to focus there at the bottom here. I have an edging of tatting and on the collar here and on at the end of the cuff. No, the pattern from that costume is basically a lot of melting pattern together. The redingot is from I don't remember. I don't remember. Give me a few seconds. I'll try to find it. But it was about pattern. Uh, it's I'm looking for the right word in English right now. You caught me off guard, Marsha. Um, it's historical accuracy. So I didn't answer everything on that, but we did answer a lot of it. So I sewed it a lot. Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to take my little princess and put it her down. Need to have some true rings in the lace. Yeah. So yeah, there's embroidery on the fabric on the top. Let me there on the top. You can see all those small flowers or here, here. It was already embroidered in the fabric when I bought it. I didn't do the embroidery in it. I'm a tatter, not somebody who embroids things. So yeah. So if you have any idea, any suggestion, uh, most of you know how to send me an email. It's info@gmail.com. Feel free to share your ideas with me. And I don't need to do everything, the pattern and the edgings uh, right away, but it needs to be done by May. So, yeah, I'm glad you like. Uh, I was going to have two fair this summer. I had to cancel one because I got sick. Um, I know that Carol, you know how hot the summer was up here in Canada, and then also, so hi Dan. Oh, from Hawaii. So yeah, I had to cancel one because I lost my voice, uh, and it took about. It was cold, and then God, why did you keep the cold up there? So yeah, so I lost my voice. Took about a month and a half to get my voice back. Uh, so basically, my voice been back for about 3 weeks. So hopefully, I won't lose it again. So yeah, so that was pretty much my summer. We did have fun. It was very hot. I know some of you are used to that, but not up here, at least where I am in Quebec. So, yeah. Um, what's next? Do you have any? Do you any of you have any questions? As I'm taking some notes about your suggestion. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, uh, I have most of you might not know this, but I'm not retired, so I do have to work between lives. I did try to manage that last year and this winter, and push back some work I had to do. So in May, I kind of got overwhelmed with everything, and I didn't want to get sick. So I took the summer off. Usually, my work load start in April up till uh, September, the beginning of. So that's why I take the summer off so I can work. So yeah, okay. Carol, well, I'm Carmen. Welcome. It's your first time. I'm glad you're with me and you're chatting, not just listening. I try to answer everybody's question, even when I teach. And when you're learning, asking questions to understand what you're doing is essential to progress in tatting. Carol, to answer your question, upcoming class, we're going to be looking into new techniques like split rings, split chains. We're going to look into different type of picos, different type of chains. And if you heard that, that's my little girl. Uh, Not at this point, Carol. I will not be separating the introduction student with the more advanced, those who followed the class before. The reason why is, like I said, I still need to work. I have to reorganize everything. I almost had to cancel classes because of work. So basically, what I've decided is keep doing classes, but every other week. Okay. So a week on, we have a class, a week off, and so on. So that way I won't be able to cancel classes because of work, and everybody is going to be able to learn, have a week of practice. You can send me, like I said, um, the your class. Just give me a few seconds. Uh, your project, your question. I'm I'm fighting a cat right now. So hopefully, this answer your question. I know it might not be the best for every one of you, but I was able to see during last winter that many of you had trouble practicing because we all know that we have stuff to do besides tatting and life happens. So that's why I'm doing it like that to give you time and space to practice, because if you don't practice, you're not able to learn and build that motricity in your hand and that memory and understand what you're doing. Okay. So Uh, yes. Then I will show out to you the Victorian chain on needle. Um, and other things. So yeah. Uh, if you haven't started to look at the other videos on my channel, um, those who kind of sorry, cat's distracting me. She wants attention. She's been sick for a couple of months. My little one has arthritis. So a cat with arthritis, I'm having difficulty pronouncing that word. I'm sorry. Is not something that you can forget. So yeah, leave the mouse alone. So sorry about that. So yeah, I was trying to grab something. Give me a few seconds. I need a link. Just okay. I'm going to share a link with you. Well, actually, it's my email. Okay, that's where you can send your question. That's where you can send a picture of your project, what you did, and things that you might like to learn. Um, so feel free to do that. I do. If some of you want to be on receive emails when we're about to go live, the morning of the live with the information and the link, you can send a request at that same email. Um, for those of you who are new and those who are still going on with me, I number all of my videos of my life. So it's easier for you to start with the first one and go up to I think it's 15 or so. I forgot to number this one today, so I'm going to number it later on after the live. And I'm going to, the reason for that is for you to, newcomers, to watch. There's some exercise in there and explanation. Okay. I would like also to talk about, since I have a lot of shuttle tatter learning needle, what you learn uh, as a shuttle tatter for beginners is not the same as what you learn as a beginner for needle tatter. Okay. There's some techniques that are set for shuttle to be beginners friendly, but are not beginners friendly for needle tatter. Um, I'm going to give you an example. For those of shuttle tat, your ring is considered a beginner. Okay, in needle tatting, it's not. I do teach it. I do teach the true ring technique at the beginning to make butterflies, to make a butter art, I think, butterfly art. I'm not remember how you guys called it, but different patterns, and it helps you also be able to work with the needle, um, ring with bare space, with thread space. Okay, so that's important for needle tatter to understand that that's not the basic. It should be, but in the community, it sounds that it's not. We usually start with the self-close mock ring, the ring made out of the chain for needle tatter. Okay? Is there any question? so far? Hi, Maria. Do you want me to show you the difference between the shuttle and the needle rings for beginners? And how many of you are new that doesn't have their needle yet? Um, Actually, Marsha, not, it depends. I'm going to say, I was about to say naturally, but it depends. Okay. I saw your question on Facebook. Uh, the burgundy, I'm sorry, color and on Pledia on this has a rougher texture to it. I know because I'm working with that color, same uh place from the same seller. Okay, and it does have a rougher touch. Okay, I'm going to let you on a little secret. When you look at your thread, when you do your thread, okay, there's a twist, and if you see your thread kind of twisting a lot and wanting to do knots, okay, if you have a ball winder, you know the thing to wind up your ball, your yarn, take your thread, rewind your thread with the ball winder, okay, and start from the end on the opposite side. It might help. Okay. Thank you, Mary, from being here. Does that help you, Marcia? That's one thing. The other thing is when we thought, let me go on the down shot. I'm going to take a needle and thread it. My pleasure, Marcia. I am on Facebook, but I'm not able to spend my time there because uh, I need to work and I don't always have my computer in front of me. So I took a needle. You might not see it. Let me show you. Okay, you see the needle. I got the color thread that all of you like. Okay, and I'm going to go down shot. Pumpkin, that's my thread. My cat's playing with. So here's the thread. Here's the cat. So let me just move on the other side. Give me a few seconds. Put the glasses on because I'm not able to see up close. So let me. The thread I'm using to show you, okay? It's this, and it's a size thread, a 3 thread. Okay, it's a big thread. Okay, and that's, in my opinion, that's not the right size of thread to learn and practice. Okay, what you should try to find is this type of thread. Okay, this is Anthledia. I think there's Grolo or Golo or something like that. There's other name on the brand. Okay, but go for a size 10. Size 10, when you practice with it, yes, at first it's going to be difficult, but the more you practice with it, is the middle range between thick thread and very small thread. Okay, but when you work with that big one, it's more the gap to practice your double stitch and have a good tension is a lot. It's big. Okay, so go for cotton thread. Try the crochet thread. Okay, the reason why it's because it's the cheapest type of thread. You can go after when after you practice and so on, and you learn and you want to make a good project. You can go with Lisbeth. You can go with Sibylla. You can go with Olympus, just to name a few. So, but that type of thread is perfect for practice. I even use that type of thread when I design my own project. Okay. Yes, yes, Carmen. I do recommend starting with size 10 thread. Okay, I really do. Um, so, and when you're going after you use that with size 5 needle, at some point you're going to uh, before changing the size of thread, your tension is going to change and you're going to change the size of your needle. You won't work with only a size 5 needle, but you might go to a size 7. When I work size 10 thread, I usually work with a size 7 needle. But I've been needle tatting for over 15 years. But when I started with the size 5 needle and size 10 thread. Okay? Does that answer your question? Okay. True ring for shuttle, it's also called a single shuttle work, and the thread's always cut from the ball. Okay? I'm doing this to explain for Marsha the other way to untwist your thread when you work. Okay? So, first, and I'm going to repeat a lot. So, let me start again. First movement, when you slide it on the needle, you need to push it and you need to tighten it on the needle. You do the second one, tight, slide, and it needs to be tight, snug between the first half and the second half. When you go back with the first one, you need on your first double stitch needs to be snug, okay, to the other one, to the first, the last, and so on. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that, okay, is when you pull apart, I'm going to pull them apart, okay, and hopefully my camera is going to be able to show you. Can you see the distance between each double stitch? Can you see that? That's how you know that your tension for needle is good because everything is equal, the same space between each double stitch. If I turn it around, you got the same thing. Okay? That's a tip. That's something that most beginners ask for how to have a good tension, and it's hard. But for needle, it's not that hard. We just need to pay attention. Okay? So let me do more double stitch and make sure that I try to twist my thread. That's not something I usually do a lot, but it does happen. No, leave the thread alone. Let me try this. Okay, see, kid, see, can you see that? And I'm going to pull you down. You just attack my hand. See, do you all see this twisted stuff? Yes, sometime when we thought this happened. First of all, one of the reasons is that the needle, it's round. So each time that we stop holding the needle and grab it again and go like this, the needle, and it's round, it's going to twist between our fingers. There is no way, unless that you have a curve. Do I have one near? No, it's not near. Uh, unless you have a curved needle, don't throw them away. It's just because it took the natural form of your hand. So what do you do? Well, basically, you hold your stitch and you try to untwist the thread. The other one, maybe. Let me. Okay. See the twist? So I'm going to do it like this so you can see. So you need to twist on the other side gently. My hands are all over the feed. I'm sorry about that. But just try to untwist and you're going to see your loop. Can you see the loop? See? Because I untwisted or twisted my needle another way. Okay? That's another trick for all of you. That's a way to untwist your thread. Is there any questions? Sorry about that. Any other question I can answer? I'm glad, Marsha. Oh, by the way, Marsha, you came a long way since you first started with me. Your projects are beautiful. My pleasure, Karma. My pleasure. Let's go back to the front view. And I want to see the chat, so I'm going to pull down my glasses. But yeah, there's a lot of tips and tricks that unfortunately we don't learn or we don't talk about. Okay, because it's something that unconsciously we correct and we don't know why. We just do it. So yeah, and cat's back on my lap. I need to cut her claw. So yeah, I like the way I teach. Like I said, I've been needle setting for over 15, almost 20 years now. Almost, yeah, next year, I think. Or I'm soon to be at the 20 years. I've learned shuttle tatting by myself way back when I was a teenager. And when I discovered needle tatting by a workshop, I look at the needle tatting and something was kind of okay, but the question that we have in our mind, why and how it's done, and why it's done like that to be able to do that and this. Well, I kind of went and studied practice needle tatting and understanding every step of the way. That's something that Georgia back then asked me to do for me to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing that type of movement and not that type of movement. Okay. So that's something I want you to show you so you are able to understand what you're doing. So to be I'm going just give me a few seconds. I'm going to show you something. See? See, that's what I have issue with when I work. She needs attention. She needs the spotlight. Oh, Marsha, I do understand so much what you're saying. So, yeah, and I was a shuttle tatter before being a needle tatter, and the way we think as a shuttle tatter is really not the same way that we need to think when we needle tat. Yes, there are things that resemble everything between. A pico is a pico. The way to do a pico is the same with the needle and the shuttle. But when you look at doing a ring, shuttle tatter only know basically mostly use one type of ring. That's their basic ring. As for needle tatter, when we look at projects, we need to understand that looking at the pattern, okay, what type of ring is it? Is it a ring? Okay. After that, do we do a chain or a bare thread? If we do bare thread, how do we work our ring? Then we're going to refer ourselves to do true rings. But if we have a ring and we do have a chain after that, needle tatter is going to do the self-closed mark ring. But for shuttle tatting, self-closed mark ring is not a beginner technique because of the way that they need to hold the loop and do the chain. Okay? Does everybody get that? And for those who are new to the channel, I often ask if anybody get that. If you have questions, please ask them. Just don't go and I don't understand. Tell me what you don't understand and where is it. Okay? That's my way for me, knowing what's your difficulty and help you understand and re explain, maybe sometime in other words, how to do the same thing so you can understand how to do it. Because struggling is not fun for anyone. Okay? Anything else you guys want me to talk about? Please let me know. And I'll take the time. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Uh, I would like that. At least it will help me with the algorithm. Do hit the like button and leave a comment at the end. Um, so yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun. At least I'm relaxed. I'm having fun. No stress. Good class. Well, good meet and greet. Nice to see that have new people around. And for those who are going to be on the rewatch group, welcome. Hopefully, you'll subscribe and you'll have a comment. Actually, Carmen, the way I do it's kind of a pattern. It's more like exercise. I do write uh like this. Let me see if I have in 2 weeks, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. Okay, it might be for a short time, or it might be for the whole session. The whole session. But right now, I need to do it. If my workload slow down, I might go more often. But right now, this is the flow that's going to be. Okay. Um, Carmen, give me a few seconds. I'm going to go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go in the down shot. Um, to show Carmen how I work, and so most of you understand. So let me go down. Can you see on the left here, Carmen? Okay. Those are sample. It's not pattern. Those are sample. Okay. This is to work the technique that we're going to see and learn. Okay. I'm actually working on the practice for the split ring and split chain. Okay. Well, actually, it's a motif. It's basic. So yeah, that that's the way how I work. I do sometimes go and do a pattern. Those are special class, but with all of the copyright permission requests and so on, I need to be careful for me and for you. So I take my time when I choose the pattern. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. Yeah. I took my time, but with everything, when you plan something and something comes through that the planning goes out to the window. So it was basically the same summer I got. It was fun, tiring, fun. So you're welcome, Carmen. So I want you this class on tatting Muse. I want you to learn techniques to see how you can apply them. And when you look at a pattern, a bought one that you can buy, a free pattern or a book, how you can automatically look at the pattern and go, oh, that's the technique I need to use. That's how I'm going to use it. That's how I'm going to do it. Then I need to do this technique. That's how it's applied. So that I want you to be fluent in tatting, and especially looking at shuttle pattern, be fluent in shuttle pattern to be done with needle. Okay. Um, One of my helpers, Marie, for those who saw her in the live, um, she looked at me and she goes, "This is a shuttle pattern." And I'm just looking at it, okay, and you need to do that, and that with the needle. And she looks at me and you already done that? Yeah, it's automatically done in my brain because now I know how to apply my techniques and where to apply them. Does everybody got that? Understand that? Hopefully you want to learn like that and be able to be fluent. And what can I say more? For those who are needle tatters and are learning shuttle, because I've seen some of you doing that, mm, uh, you're going to be fluent in both because I also explain shuttle, why shuttle do something like that, and why needle do it like that, and compare them. There are tips and tricks I do give for needle that can be applied for shuttle. Okay, that's that. That's how I teach when I teach class in person in my hometown and where I am. I am a big fan to work with my students, those who are learning with me, to help them understand and be able to not always have somebody behind them to do the project, but it does take time. It does take practice. Are the practice to be done by big project? Yes and no. Some might like big project, some might not, but samples and doing our sample books. Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to be able this year, maybe at the beginning of January, do a work with you and create our own tatting journal or sampler. Okay. But to do that, we need to be able to have some samples to be placed on in the book. We need to have taken some notes and how to do it, or what kind of bugged us when we tried the technique and what was the solution. So it's more like workshop or class. Then I'm going to do pieces, patterns, okay? Because in my mind, there's patterns and there's samples. Um, Let me grab something. Okay, let me grab this. Oh, by the way, see that box? Those are all butterflies. Okay, those small butterflies like this. Can you see? Okay. Um, this, not sure it's pink. Let me grab one color. This, okay, can be a snowflake, can be a coaster, can be a project put together and make if you want, if you have time, you can make a table runner. If you work it with yarn, you can make a bedspread. Okay, but these are the type of simple I do. Here's another one. Okay. Um, Ellen, when you work a sample, just start by writing down where you struggle. And when I said where, not the okay, I don't remember the sequence, but I got a kind of I stumble in my with my fingers. I don't remember the way to place or turn my fingers. Um, you things like that. Um, Marsha had some issue with some color of thread that it was twisting a lot. Well, when you do a project and a sample, and you have something that twists a lot, write it, what type of write it in the type of project that you are working on, because it might be just because you're working a type of technique that your thread's going to twist a lot. Monica, it depends. What type of she's asking what type if I can recommend a needle tatting book. Uh Depends. I don't own every tatting books that's out there. But it depends. Do you want a pattern book? Do you want a technique book? Do you want more advanced, less advanced, beginner? I honestly started with basic learn needle tatting basic from Barbara Foster and Deanne. That blue book. Let me try to grab it. Let me be right. I'll be right back. I started with this one. Okay. I think the title is inverted, but I'm sorry. I started with that one. Um, for diagram. Uh, which Ellen, if you can give me the new one out there. I know I saw one in French. Yeah, in French. I need to see if we can get it here because yeah, supply in Quebec is not something that we can find everywhere. Sorry. Thank you, Ellen. Carmen, diagram. We will be looking into diagram pattern, how to read them. It's not difficult. You just only need to remember that a circle is a ring, a curve is a chain. If you have those two on, oh really? Let- get- envoie-moi un MP. Hélène, s'il vous plaît? Où est-ce que je peux le trouver? J'aimerais le voir. Merci. Sorry. I know Hélène is French. So, yes, when I have French people, I do try to speak in French if they don't understand. I speak French. I speak English. I don't speak other language. So sorry. I'll try, but very sorry. So go back to the diagramming. If you know the basic, a circle is a ring, an arch or a curve, it's supposed to be a chain. That's the basic. Okay. When you look at the pattern, okay, look at the circle. The circle, that's a ring. That's where you need to understand what type of ring you're going to do. Okay. Then you're going to move to the chain. That's the curve. What type of chain are you doing? If you get those two and you can understand those two, you're going to be able to follow pattern with less struggle. It's only geometry. Thank you, Helen. It's geometry. Did you know most of you must have been very good in math? Because tatting is mathematics. We count and we work with geometry. We work with circle. We work with triangle. We work with forms. So it's math. Think about it. Any other question that I can answer to you? Going to go see. Um, Give me a few seconds. Mm. That's the French one. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Mm. So, yeah. And so far, I think there's the Japanese one, needle. It's called needle tatting. It has a green cover, so I'm not sure. So yeah. Um, what else can I say? Oh yeah. Uh, when I say I'm going to talk about the difference between shuttle and needle tatting, okay? I'm not going to teach the shuttle part, okay? I'm just going to show the difference, okay? Because the main focus is on needle tatting. Everybody understand that? I'm big about the difference between shuttle and needle and comparing a shuttle work and the needle work. We need to understand kind of both because when we compare a project, a shuttle project, to a needle project, the needle ring project, ring and chain basic, the ring and of the shuttle part piece and the ring of the needle piece doesn't look the same. So many people say, well, I can differentiate the piece just by that. Well, if I do a piece, the self-closed mark ring with the shuttle and the normal rings for the needle, they are going to look the same. Does that make sense? That's what I want people to understand about the needle. We can recreate everything. We just need to work more at some point and less in other places. Because the split ring with the needle, for me, in my eyes, should be basically almost a basic technique for the needle, but it's not. Okay, split chain. It's super easy to do with the needle. Shuttle, not so easy, but we do the same, and it does look identical. Everybody got that? Bye, Marsha. Thank you for coming and see you next time. So I'm looking. Any more questions? Good. Looking to see if we got more questions. If not, well, we're going to end it for today. It was. I'm very glad to see you all. Welcome to the new one, the new student. I'm glad to see you all, and hopefully you'll be able to see you. I'll be able to see you next time. So my pleasure, Maria. You're most welcome, Carmen. Welcome, Randy. Nice to see you again. So bye bye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.